In 1981, on the Red Crow Indian Reservation, veteran Jizigu heads out to fish and later cleans his catch, only to be stunned when the gutted fish start moving. Meanwhile, Sheriff Traylor receives a call about his ex-wife's dog, which has been poisoned. He ends its suffering with a shot. Later, Traylor visits his ex-wife, Joss, who informs him their son Joseph has been arrested and will only be released under his father's supervision. As Traylor drives over, he learns another man was arrested for eating live chickens and that his other son, Lysol, is also in custody. Jizigu is called about a strange occurrence too, so Traylor stops by his father's place, where Jizigu shows him the dead fish still moving in a box. They decide to burn the fish outside and are startled when the car trunk starts moving as well. Upon opening it, the supposedly dead dog leaps out and attacks, forcing Traylor to shoot it again. They burn both the fish and the dog to prevent them from returning. In the jail cell, Joseph and his half-brother Lysol witness their cellmate vomiting blood. When Traylor arrives to release his sons, they find the sick man unconscious. Suddenly, he wakes up with white eyes and attacks the officer, biting both Joseph and the cop. Joseph punches the man, and the officer fights him off, but Traylor has to pull the cop out of the cell and lock it. The infected man continues to pound on the door as Traylor takes his sons out of the station. Later, Joseph meets his girlfriend, Charlie, who's pregnant and considering an abortion because her father doesn't approve of her relationship. Holding hands, they decide to keep the baby. At the hospital, Joss, a nurse, notices an unusual influx of patients with bite wounds. Hearing a commotion, she sees a patient attacking a doctor in the hallway. That evening, Traylor checks on his friend Shooker's house, where his wife has been acting oddly. He goes upstairs to find the woman eating her own baby, and when she sees him, she attacks, managing to bite him. She relentlessly comes after Traylor until he finally escapes, only for her to turn on Shooker, biting him as well. Traylor grabs his shotgun and kills the woman to save Shooker, then they leave together in the police car. Traylor learns from his father about strange happenings and that Joss left a message, saying, "Don't get bit." Arriving at the hospital, they find a dead man on top of an ambulance, about to reanimate, until Joss shoots him. Joseph, trapped inside the ambulance, is attacked by another patient who bites him before Traylor shoots the door open, allowing Joseph to push the attacker out. The woman then tries to attack Traylor, but Bumper arrives with a chainsaw and kills her. The group meets Jizigu at the bridge to burn the bodies, and he explains that the dead are coming back to life. 6 months later, society has collapsed into an apocalypse caused by the zombies, but Traylor and his community are surviving due to an immunity among indigenous people. The Red Crow Reservation is now a fortified compound, where moose and deer are safe to eat, but water-based food is forbidden. At the entrance, Lysol taunts a zombie soldier strung up on chains, but he's interrupted by Joseph, who has brought 3 white survivors, a man, his daughter, and a woman named Lilith. When Lysol inspects the girl, he discovers her father had been hiding a bite and hits him, scolding Joseph for not checking thoroughly. Lysol then demands the man kill his daughter, or he will. Charlie tries to defend the man and asks Lysol if he'd kill her baby if it were infected. When Lysol says yes, Joseph punches him, leading to an argument. Traylor arrives and chastises them for fighting, announcing they have to kill the girl. Charlie explains to the father that they have no choice. Bumper readies an axe, but hesitates, feeling bad about killing a child. When the girl reanimates as a zombie, Traylor takes the axe and ends it. Inside the compound, the father is instructed to burn the blanket stained with his daughter's blood. Joss interviews Lilith, who claims she hasn't been bitten or consumed human flesh. However, in the bathroom, Lilith checks the mirror, revealing a hidden bite. Hearing a sound, she investigates and finds the father, who had taken his own life, now reanimating as a zombie. Meanwhile, Traylor and his team discuss new security measures as the zombie numbers grow daily. Guards already shoot them down from the walls, but the body piles increase faster than they can be burned. Bumper uses a harvester at the bridge to shred zombies, conserving ammo. Living people are also causing issues. Many seek refuge in the reservation, knowing the tribe is immune, but their numbers are becoming hard to control. The compound is also running low on gas. The meeting is interrupted with news of the zombified father in the bathroom, and Traylor swiftly deals with it using his machete. That evening, Charlie tells Joseph about Lysol's growing instability since the apocalypse, sharing that others worry her baby might be born a zombie due to her being white. Joseph reassures her, reminding her that his blood will pass immunity to the child. Meanwhile, Trailer visits Joss for treatment on a wound from the zombie father, and they talk about their future grandchild. It's clear Trailer has earned numerous scars in zombie battles. Later, Lysol voices frustrations over the number of white people being let into the compound, fearing they'll eventually rebel or inadvertently unleash the plague. While Trailer, Joseph, and Jizugu believe saving people is right, Joss sides with Lysol. Fed up with warnings, Lysol hosts a wild party with alcohol, cannabis, and a dealer who brings drugs. He apologizes to Joseph for threatening the baby, though Joseph suspects it's just the drugs talking. Lysol shares a story about an awkward incident involving blood during an encounter, which led to him being mistakenly arrested. The dealer then shares a theory: the zombie plague is Earth's way of retaliating for humanity's actions. Suddenly, screams erupt, and Joseph finds Lilith, now a zombie, biting Lysol. Elsewhere, Jizugu, Trailer, Shooker, and Bumper search an abandoned garage for gas. Bumper sets a trap by tying a rope at the entrance, causing an incoming zombie to trip, allowing Trailer to shoot it. Inside, they find corpses strewn everywhere. Trailer moves further in and realizes his father has already killed all the zombies. Meanwhile, Joseph tries to get Lysol medical help, but Lysol, bitter, accuses Joseph of endangering the compound by bringing outsiders. He embraces Joseph as an apology but uses the moment to stab him, blaming him for inviting others in. Lysol and the dealer then unleash Lilith on the compound, targeting white residents to spread the infection. Bleeding, Joseph races to the dorms, warning people and barricading the door as chaos erupts outside. Joss attempts to calm the crowd, urging them to use the emergency exit. A frightened man bolts through the main door but is immediately killed, his blood seeping underneath. Trailer's team returns to the compound and, hearing the commotion, uses the radio to contact Joss, who informs them she's hiding with survivors in the basement. Shooker opens the main gate while Bumper plays loud music to lure zombies away. As they climb onto the vehicle, Bumper drives, drawing the horde away. Trailer then sends Shooker to retrieve the truck as Jizugu finishes off a crawling zombie with his sword. They enter the dorm building, battling more zombies at the door before reaching the basement. There, they find Joss and Joseph struggling to keep a door closed against the zombies. Jizugu swiftly slices at the zombie's arms, allowing Trailer to secure the door with his knife. They urge the survivors to head outside, where the truck waits, just as Charlie starts experiencing contractions. At that moment, the zombies break through the door, forcing Trailer to open fire. The noise attracts more zombies from around the compound, so Jizugu instructs Shooker to drive away with the survivors. During the escape, 2 people fall from the truck and are devoured by zombies. Trailer pulls Joss, Joseph, Jizugu, and Charlie into the corridor leading to the emergency exit, but realizing the door won't hold much longer, he insists his family leave without him. On Jizugu's count, he opens the exit door, and Bumper pulls up in a car. As they escape, zombies finally break down the other door and overwhelm Trailer, who sacrifices himself on the stairs as Joss holds his hand until Jizugu pulls her away. They leave while Trailer dies. Meanwhile, Lysol, the dealer, and their gang have captured the white survivors along with a zombie. They force a woman to call for help over the radio, claiming there's been a massacre at a church. When Jizugu promises aid, Lysol hangs up and lets the zombie attack her. The next morning, as the dealer prepares to burn the surviving captives, his speech is interrupted when Jizugu decapitates him with a sword. Outside, Joss helps Charlie through her contractions while Bumper guards them, until Lysol appears and stabs Bumper with a sword. He drags Charlie out of the car and opens another trunk, releasing a zombie. Joss fires but misses, running out of bullets just as the zombie attacks Charlie, biting her neck. Joseph arrives in time to kill the zombie and then, at Jizugu's command, punishes his brother with a dagger. Before Lysol dies, he confesses he released Lilith intentionally, inspired by Joseph's relationship with Charlie. Jizugu then fires his gun to draw the zombies, who tear Lysol apart while he's still alive. The family continues on foot until they reach the shore, but the only boat is ablaze. Luckily, Shook arrives on another boat, having heard the shots. Joss, Charlie, and Joseph prepare to leave, but Jizugu decides to stay, unwilling to abandon his land again. After a heartfelt farewell with his grandson, Jizugu turns to face the approaching zombies and takes down many before finally being overpowered and devoured. During the boat ride, Charlie gives birth to a healthy baby girl. Though Joseph insists she hold the baby, Charlie only does so briefly, fearing her imminent transformation. Handing the baby to Joss, she pleads for mercy, and Joseph is forced to shoot her. As the baby cries, Joseph is overcome with grief.